Have you ever caught yourself living a moment so perfect, so wild, so breathtaking, and thought, if only I could capture this exactly as it feels right now? Not just record it, but actually bottle the energy, the emotion, the raw intensity of it, so that years later, when you look back, it doesn't just show what happened, it takes you back there. Yeah, me too. And that's where this story begins. A few months ago, I was planning a solo trip through Iceland, black sand beaches, lava fields, waterfalls that crash so loud they shake your chest. I knew I needed a camera that wouldn't just survive the journey, but one that could tell the story. I didn't want staged shots. I didn't want shaky, grainy video that needed hours of editing just to make it watchable. I wanted something real, raw, cinematic, without the baggage. That's when I found it. The DJI Osmo Action 6. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. Not another action cam. But this isn't just another GoPro wannabe. This tiny beast redefined what I thought a camera could be. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to take you on a journey, not just through specs and features, but through real experiences, moments where this camera didn't just record my adventures, it elevated them. Let's rewind to the moment I first unboxed it. No flashy marketing, no dramatic music, just a compact, solid piece of gear that felt different. Clean lines, rugged texture, like it was begging to be thrown into chaos. And trust me, I gave it exactly that. Day one in Iceland. The wind was violent. Like, slap you in the face while you were trying to breathe, kind of violent. I strapped the Osmo Action 6 to my chest and started hiking toward Glacier. The sky was a mix of chaos and color, clouds boiling overhead, sunlight slicing through in golden streaks. I was sure the footage would be a mess. But when I watched it back that night in my tent, my jaw hit the ground. Every step, every crunch of ice beneath my boots, every gust of snow swirling in front of the lens. It all looked like a movie. I tried my best with my camera footage. I'm talking IMAX-level visuals. And here's the kicker. I wasn't using a gimbal. I wasn't correcting anything in post. That's all thanks to DJI's hyper-smooth stabilization. Somehow, even as I slipped, stumbled, and climbed over jagged ice, the footage looked like it was filmed on a dolly track. Honestly, it messed with my head a little. Now fast forward 3 days. I'm waist-deep in a natural hot spring, steam rising all around me, snowflakes melting on my face. And the Osmo? It's there underwater without a case. No glitching, no fogging. Just crystal clear 4K 60 video that made the moment feel eternal. And I know what you're wondering. Okay, it's durable, but how's the low light? Because let's be real, most action cams fall apart when the sun goes down. But this? I was walking through Reykjavik at night, neon lights flickering across wet pavement, people laughing outside cafes. And the footage? Bright, detailed, alive. The colors popped. The shadows didn't drown everything out. It felt like the camera wasn't just capturing light, it was understanding it. But I'll be honest, what truly sold me on this camera wasn't even the visuals. It was the audio. Wait, let me explain. I was standing next to a massive waterfall, Skogafoss, water pounding down like a freight train. And I'm trying to record this monologue for my vlog. I expected to toss the audio and just voice it over later. But when I listened back, I heard me. Not muffled, not lost under the roar. Just me, clear, full, and present, with the rush of the falls behind me, perfectly balanced. That's when I realized this isn't just a camera. It's a storyteller. It listens. It adapts. It's built for people like us, people who chase moments, who don't always have time to set up the perfect shot, but still want to tell it right. And let's talk slow motion for a second. Because you haven't lived until you've seen snow explode in the air as you leap off a cliff into powdery silence. In 240 frames per second. Every crystal of snow dancing in the wind. Every motion slowed down so perfectly it looks like time itself held its breath. You'll play it back 10 times and still catch new details. Then there's the usability. Dual touchscreens, front and back. No more guessing if you're in frame. No more awkward camera flips. Menus that actually respond when you tap them. And if you're a vlogger, this is chef's kiss perfect. You can switch angles, check exposure, adjust settings on the fly, all while still living in the moment. And battery? Let's just say it outlasted me. On that 14-hour road trip across the ring road, while I was refueling on gas station hot dogs and caffeine, the Osmo Action 6 just kept going. And when it did need juice, it charged fast, like grab a coffee and you're ready again fast. But here's where things get emotional. My last day in Iceland, the sun never really rose, just kind of hovered on the horizon in this eternal golden hour. I stood alone on a cliff, ocean waves crashing below me, and just existed. I set the Osmo down, hit record, no action, no narration, just me, breathing, thinking, absorbing. And that clip? It's not flashy, it's not viral, but it's mine. And the Osmo Action 6 caught every nuance of that stillness. The wind in my jacket, the gulls overhead, my breath fogging the lens for just a second. It's the kind of shot you look back on when you're 80 and think, that was real. That was me.